Oh, morning. Well, I don't know what went wrong then. I'm not sure what happened. I was here at 10 o'clock and it said live and nobody came on. Then I looked up my phone and it didn't say that there'd been an... Oh, anyway, I'm here now. Morning, cousin Susan. What ho, says Marie. Oh, wrong glasses. Wrong glasses. That might help. Oh, that's better. Morning, Audrey. Morning, June. How is everybody? How are you all? Good morning, Anne. How are you? Now, I'll be back to front. Just so you know, I'll be back to front. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Crazy Lorraine. Be back to front because they've taken away that thing to flip the screen, haven't they? Good morning, Carol. Oh, excuse me. Morning, Jan. How are you all? Oh, I say, my glasses are dirty. I feel a little bit unready today. Morning, Pam, Minnie, Harney. Morning, Maggie. Now, Maggie, doesn't Maggie normally say buenos dias? Oh, no, it's a different Maggie, so I've got to put my glasses back on. Honestly. Now, where am I looking now? Hang on, there you go. Right. Oh, loads of you coming in now. Pam, Minnie, Harney, Maggie. Kathy, good morning. Marie says, Barada. Everyone from Grace Swansea. It's chucking it down here. Claire says, good morning. John and all. Pauline says, good morning. Sue says, good morning. Haven't seen the show, want to catch up. Oh, you'll be shocked. Sue, you're going to be shocked. Vida says, good morning. Susie said, good morning. Nearly sunny in Heptonstall. The sun will not be coming out here today. It's chucking it down. Morning all from Bridge End, says Karen. Clara makes things, says, good morning. Just about to sew whilst watching. Susan says, good morning. Didn't expect you this morning. Thought you'd be working. No, I've got today and tomorrow off. Hilary, good morning. Anne says, I'm okay, thanks. How is everybody? Well, it's very wet and rainy. And it's John next door's 80th birthday today as well. Sharon says, good morning. Anne says, morning, John. Thanks for the birthday kiss yesterday. It wasn't a physical one. It was a virtual one. Nina says, good morning, John and everyone. Working away, making curtains here, listening to the chat. Sazzy says, good morning. 2 words, rotary cutter. Oh, no, don't stop. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, John Scott says, Angela Malloy. I forgot my magazine downstairs. Nikki says, good morning. Joan says, morning, John and everyone. Hope you're well. We are well, thank you. Claire says, I managed to watch Don't Be live. It's only taken 4 weeks, says Claire. Gerardine says, I've just noticed your Fred and Ginger shirt. Fabulous, look. Good morning, John and all, says Sue. Melissa, good morning. Thank you so much for the feature in Simply So. Picked up my copy this morning. Kate says, good morning. Ali Bramwell, superstar. Ooh, just joined us. I'll just sit down properly. Margaret says, good morning from a sunny Filecast. Oh, it's sunny up in Blackpool then, is it? Oh no, File's more is it more Yorkshire? Anyway, Carolyn says, morning, chucking it down here in Wales too. Anne says, morning, John. Everyone think people would be shocked by last night. I know. Sarah Manchester in Milton Keynes says hello. Wendy says, morning, John. Sunny in Hexham. Paula says, good morning, John. How are you all? It's chucking it down. It's a bit cold. I opened the window. I've had to shut it again now. Alison, good morning, John. Forgot to watch Showing. Be interested to hear what happened. Oh, Maggie's been told to use English. Oh, have you? By who, Maggie? Deborah, morning all. Gutted at last night's result was my favourite. Oh, you'll be watching. Carol says, morning, John and everyone. Oh, I've just given a hint away then, haven't I? Morning, Danny. How are you? Jean, good morning. Morning, beautiful sunny here at Land's End with a breeze. Susan says, I love that shirt. When I wore this one on Stone Street, not one person commented on it. Hannah hates it. Anne loves my shirt. Julie says, morning, can't believe... Oh, Julie just spoiled the surprise. Adam has gone. Travesty. Yep. For those of you who don't know, now it's back to front because Facebook have taken away the facility to turn round, I'm afraid. Anyway, so hang on. I'm missing messages now. I want to do that. Love, another one of your shirts, says Sandra. Princess says, morning, John. Hugs. It's sunny in North Yorkshire, says Linda. Pam Minnie Harney was shot by last night. I think we all were. Good morning from a sunny Lincolnshire. Jacqueline says good morning. Lee says good morning. So yes, so what did we think? How did you get on with your iPad after? Oh, Gerardine, there's nothing wrong with my iPad. Good morning, John. Good morning, all. Sneaking while I don't have a class. Loving today's shirt. Thank you. Sandra Sinclair says, poor Adam, difficult fabrics he chose. Yes, we'll talk about that in a minute. Morning, John, from a wet South Worcestershire. Lynn Tuitt says hello, everyone, from a wet, miserable day. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Had rain, but sun trying to break through now, still very mild. Oh, Gerardine, right. There was nothing wrong with my iPad, right, at all. It's because Facebook have taken away the facility to flip the screen. So I'm back to front. Look, if I hold that up, that's back to front, isn't it? See, that's the problem. That's what's happened. Right, let me just go back a little bit. Right, June had rain, but the sun's trying to break through now. Karen says, good morning. Caroline says, love that shirt. Looks really good. Cousin Sue says, poor Adam. Rachel says, chucking it down here. Don't know what that was. Wendy says, I wanted to give Adam a big hug. I felt so sorry for him. Jackie says, I thought Adina should have gone. Me too, says Jackie. I agree with you. Morning, John says, Kirsty. Sorry, someone called me just before 10 a.m. Rude. Poor Adam. I think he had a good week. No, he didn't have a good week. He didn't have a good week because he went. Adina won't be there long if she keeps using a rotary cutter like that. She'll have no fingers left. Yeah, I agree that Adina should have gone. Kathy agrees too. So, morning, says Teresa. Good morning, how are you? Barbara just shows that's how you perform on the day. I know, he did have a nightmare. But what I'm angry is some of them have a nightmare every single week, don't they? Like Adina. And she's kind of got through it all. He has one bad week and suddenly he's out. He's out, isn't he? Princess says, shocking that Adam went. Wasn't last night his only bad day? Yes, that's what I'm just saying, Princess. Got rid of him for one bad day when others are consistently bad. Exactly. Julie says, good morning. I mean, his garments were good. Yes, exactly. It's weird, isn't it? Little Mermaid was nice, wasn't it? Oh, now look. Carol says, I agree. Even the hubby commented on it. Princess says, yes, Adina should have go. June says, poor Adam, I loved him. Mistress said, I loved the show last night. Possibly my favourite of the series. Even enjoyed the transformation challenge. Great show until the booting out. Absolutely gutted that Adam has gone. Lady says, Lady Kay says, good morning. Hope you're all well. Jackie says, I agree. Adina should have gone. I do think the judges have their favourite. Oh, do you, June? Who do you think their favourite is then? Hannah was just going to message me. I've just put the thing on your thing to say happy. It's Hannah's married to Pete Cohen, and it's Pete Cohen's birthday. He's 51. Margaret says, oh, she missed it. Anne says, felt sorry for Adam, who's such a joy and done so well all the way through. You only have to pick, the wrong fabric or pattern. It goes, Anne, I know. Morning, says Heather from a very wet Beckenham. I cringed several times watching these rotary cutters. Oh, don't. It seems to be the only the final challenge that counts. I know. Adam's raincoat was a mess. Yes, it was, Helen. That's what we all agree that it was a mess. Even he would agree that it's a mess. But look how well he's done on all his other challenges. You know what I mean? And some people have done really badly on all their challenges. Lee said, I agree with you. I was shocked. Cassie says, the rompers Adam made were beautiful. Sandy said, it's all down to the producer. It keeps everyone interested. They have the last say. Now, how do you know that, Sandy? Do you work on it? I think they have a fair idea who's going to win from week one. Could it be fixed? No, I don't think so, Princess. Good morning. Horrid weather here. Finally, a transformation that made some sense. Exactly, Roxana. I agree. Damien still isn't reading the pattern. No, he's not. Turpin says, morning from Southbourne. Rain warning here, but we often escape when the rest of Bournemouth gets it. Farry did well again. Lynchette says, happy birthday, Pete Cohen. Don't think the unicorn raincoat was particularly unisex. My boys wouldn't have worn it. Oh, I missed that bit. Was it supposed to be a unisex coat? Oh, I missed that bit. See, me not listening. Shirley Morell, morning. John from away, very wet Chester. Absolutely gutted Adam went last night. Also, Shirley Morell, it's a really, really sad day for me. I met Shirley Morell in the mid-70s. Or did you come a bit later? Was I there before you? Anyway, we both worked at Browns of Chester. And yesterday, Browns of Chester, which is owned by Debenhams, closed down. And it's the most beautiful store. And people put pictures up on Facebook and of this empty... Oh, so sad. Anyway, Gerardine said, Adam is lovely. Well, I hope he gets back on the cruises soon. He could do a sewing class. He could do a sewing class somewhere else, don't you think, Gerardine? I suspected Adina was their favourite from day one. Oh, do you? Sue Johnson says, Bonada. Jackie says, I agree, John. Adina should have gone. Adam was trying to be adventurous. I know. He got hung by his own petard, whatever they say, didn't he? Good morning, John. Everyone's sun is shining. Birds are singing. Where are you, Margaret? Everyone else has got rain. Jan says, morning, John. I thought Adina was going. Most surprised. Are you still celebrating your birthday, Jan? Vida says, Andrew's coat looked too small. The child looked squashed into it. I know. And they loved it. I mean, I know the two-sided is difficult, but yeah. One mistake from Adam when the others make them every week. In my opinion, the wrong person went. It should have been Adina. I agree. There's a definite bias where Damien isn't concerned. He needs to go next. I don't think that, Susan. I don't think he needs to go. He's got raw talent underneath all of that. But I don't think he should be next to go. I think Adina should be next to go. And Andrew. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm not doing this, am I? So, this is Adina. Oh, and I've made things well. This is Adina. I know it's back to front. Blame Facebook. That's Adina who we think should go. I think Andrew will be the next one to go. This is Damien, that you all think is a bit... this is Fari, who won Garment of the Week. And Raph, who starts off really strongly. He's sort of disappearing into the midst now. And then these two, they were kind of having a sew-off yesterday, weren't they? Those two were very, very close yesterday. Right. Oh, hang on. Barbara says, couldn't understand why they had trouble with poppers. No. Nikki says, I think Andrew's jacket should have been gone. Oh, do you, Nikki? Even though it didn't fit. Andrew's jacket didn't fit. We go. Loved Fari's coat. Gutted for Adam. Judith says, Fari did well, but she made the coat before for her girls. Yes, exactly. But there's nothing in the rules that says you can't. Andrew had very good this week, but he didn't get much praise. Fari's coat wasn't unisex. Most boys wouldn't want a ponytail. I missed that bit. I still don't like the transformation challenge, but it was fun this week. Gutted for Adam, he was so lovely and only had one bad week. Other things to get away. I know, Kirsty, that's what I say. Heather, so sad Adam is out. Adam was consistently good week on week. He was gracious to the end. Oh, I bet he had to swear when he got home. He got drunk when he got home. Fari not only reads her pattern, but she underscores it at several points. She's doing it right. She is indeed, Susie. Jackie said, I thought the red reversible coat looked too small. Exactly, that was Andrew's. Susie says Andrew's raincoat looked too small. Exactly. I like the reversible raincoat. Wasn't it too short for the model? Yeah, it was too small all over, June. Jackie says sunny and hot in France. Oh. Morning. Andrew overlooked again. Odd judging for... Oh, now Stuart's not happy. Stuart's not happy with Garment of the Week. He was texting me during the show and he went, please don't let it be Fari again. Please don't let... And it was. So he wasn't happy, but he was more angry that Adam went. Carol says Andrew's coat was well made, but it looked too tight. Exactly, Carol. Karen, it's about time Damien went. He never reads the patterns. He's rubbish at the transformation, but always manages to redeem himself in the last bit. Isabel says, good morning, John. Sorry to miss you last week. Glad to join you today. Susan says, bit of sun here. I'm still celebrating my big birthday yesterday. We 40, Susan. We 40. Maggie said, I love those pencil heads. Ta-da! Cousin Susan said, I like Damien's raincoat. Raincoat. Yeah, I did as well. It wasn't made properly, was it? But I think he was good. I think Adina was expecting to go, and so she should have done. I still think Serena will win. No, I don't. I know that Serena's this one here. She's a lovely girl, but I just don't think her outfits are very adventurous. They're a bit, Shirley, Andrew should have won Garment of the Week because of its complexity. Yes, but it didn't fit, Shirley. Didn't fit. I'm with you, John. Damien is, in my humble opinion, not too cocksure. I think he's quite sensitive and has a talent that needs to rein himself in and read the instruction. Yes, I agree, Anne. I agree. Cousin Susan says, I agree. Andrew's jacket was reversible and judges praised it. He was robbed. No, he wasn't because it didn't fit. If only Damien would read the pattern. Exactly, Jen. He's too... Let's get on and do it. Sad to see Adam go. Agree, Andrew's jacket was too small. Roxana said, I loved shopping and coffee and cake in Brown's Chester when I lived in Cheshire and trips to Wilmslow. Oh, Wilmslow was posh. There was a department store in Wilmslow, wasn't there? A posh department store there. Did you go down into the crypt for coffee? When did you go, Roxana? What? I think you're younger than me, aren't you? I used to work there as a I just got a text from Sally Stevens. It's thrown me. I used to work there in the coffee shop sometimes, but not in the crypt. I was when the restaurant was upstairs. Kate says, quite a few of the coats looked the pockets didn't line up and nothing was mentioned. Danny says, Serena needs to win the whole show to inspire the younger generation to do more practical things. Plus, she is a very good sewer. Danny, I'm not saying her sewing's not good. She's brilliant at sewing, but she needs to just up her game a little bit, design-wise, style-wise. Damien just read the instructions. Yeah, he said he read them a bit more, he said this week, didn't he? I like Damien, think he's improving. Karen said Andrew's coat may have been well made. Here we go. But it did not fit. It was a couple of sizes too small. Adina should have gone. I like Damien. He's a cheeky chappy and always seems to pull it out the bag at the end. That's Karen in London. I think Damien is a bit of a genius who doesn't read his patterns. So sad Adam has gone. He was my favourite. Such a joy to watch. Well, I can't say anything. Lisa said Andrew's coat was too small and the sleeves were too short. Best transformation so far, which showed the talent of Andrew. Now, yes, you see, I did like Andrew's crab. I did like that. I think that the little boy model had long arms, so lots of them. Yeah, but they've got their measurements. They've got their measurements. It wasn't the same little boy on all of them, was it? It shouldn't have been Fari again. There were better garments, says cousin Susan. Joe Carter. Adam was one of my favourites, and he's such a good sewist and knows his own style. But I think the result was fair. There were just too many things wrong with the raincoat. It needs to go in the bin and never be spoken of again. He's so good, though, and we all agree. Yeah, we all agree, and he would be the first person to agree with that, Joe. But he hasn't had a bad week, has he? He's always been in that top half all the time. Whereas some of them have been had position 8, 9, 10 and things like that during the week, haven't they? I wondered if the coats were modelled by the right child. They were either too big or too small. Yeah, but they had the child there. They had fittings, Margaret. They had time to fit their children. Oh, Susan's 40 like me. I'll be 41 in a few weeks' time, won't I? The crab costume should have won Garment of the Week. I don't know if I should have won Garment of the Week, but I did think it was going to be under there, Betty, yeah. Sorry I'm late, says Sandra. Just changed a Cyprus holiday to a cruise around the UK. Ooh, get you. Karen said, I think Farry's coat wasn't unisex, and that's what was requested by Esme. Didn't hear that bit. Must have been texting to Stuart or something when that was on. Andrew saying has been bad every week, and he should have gone weeks ago. Oh, say it as it is, Christine. Esme loves Serena sewing. Yes, she did. And don't get me wrong, Serena's sewing is incredible. She's immaculate. Like Claire was last year. You know what I mean? Immaculate sewing. Heather loved the crab. Melissa loved the crab. Joan says, last night's results made me wonder if the best sewer will win or just the best on the night of the final. Just my opinion, she says. But she thinks it should be about consistency. I agree. Because if you're at college, you're at school doing an A-level, doing a college course, it's not just marked on your end costume, is it? Karen says, I loved Adam. Sorry you went. Think Patrick has a soft spot for Serena. Oi, what you saying? Esme definitely has. You worked there as a cheeky young thing. I know, Shirley. 1976 I started when I was 16. And I left. The last time I did a shift at Browns of Chester was 1983. I know, frightening, isn't it? Lee said, so sad to say goodbye to Adam. Everyone loved him. Poppy says, morning, John. The department store in Wilmslow was Hooper's. That's it. I don't think they'll be still open. I used to go there with my friend Isabel, who was very posh, lived in Wimbledon. She went to, not Wimbledon, Wilmslow. She went to Cheltenham Ladies College, and we used to meet there for coffee. Don't know what happened to her. She was trained to be a doctor. Lynn Tuitt says, Mark and Clive did a live stream after last night. Yeah. They do it every week, Lynn. I like Serena's choices this week. I didn't know they had Claire on, though. That might be the first thing she's done, because she's done no publicity, has she? Serena had my vote for Garment of the Week, in my opinion, for her romper suit. Yeah, it was beautifully made. I mean, it was stunningly made, wasn't it? John, you're such a tease, I know. Cousin said Andrew's crab was good. Claire says, I think Damien is joking. We can't take what he says too seriously. No, you see, I think it goes deeper than that. They're his nerves that make him like that. I don't think he's joking at all. I don't think he'd have made it this far if he was just joking. I love mooching in Browns Chester when studying College of Law at Christleton in the 80s. Remember going into town one day to find it very busy. Margaret Thatcher was touring Browns. Oh, I wasn't in that day. What year was that? Oh, no, in the 80s. I finished in 83. It definitely says unisex raincoat. Just check. Thank you, Vida. Oh, well, in that case, you know something, don't you, Claire? Yes, I do. Claire says there are only 3 models this week. Oh, well, I thought it was a bit odd. Because I kept looking, thinking, I'm sure he's been on before. Oh, okay. But they all had fitting times anyway. Farry's coat was definitely not unisex, so it didn't fit the brief. Oh, you see that? I stopped listening for that 20 seconds when I missed that, didn't I? Right, Janice says, can you wish Teresa Clark a speedy recovery? Oh, she had a hip replacement on Tuesday. Teresa Clark, you get better soon. They'll make you walk. They'll be making you walk up and down now. Right, the lemon romper should have been Garment of the Week. That was Serena's, wasn't it, the lemon one? Serena, back to front, no, not my fault. I see. Yeah, they got a chance to measure and fit them and everything. Right. I recently watched the series that Charlotte Newland won. That's right, yeah. And she was lucky to last to the final. Kept making silly Mistakes. Oh, right, there you go. I didn't watch it then, you see. I didn't know Charlotte. Well, I knew her from saying culture, obviously. I like the unicorn plat, but can you imagine how awful it'd be in the rain? I know, and on a little boy. Well, no, we're gender fluid here. If a little boy wants to wear it, they can. I wish I was younger than you. I can give you 6 years on your real age. I lived in Cheshire in the 1980s. Hoopers, Wilmslow, restaurant with a grand piano. That's it. That was like, well, by the 80s, I was going to Fortnum and Mason's for afternoon tea on a Friday. The lady I used to work for used to take me. It's all about what happens each week, says Sandra. That's how all these types work. Yeah, I suppose so. Anne thinks the crab was fabulous. Wendy said, I like Farry's coat, but you wouldn't want a wet ponytail. Well, no, you wouldn't at all. Vida says, need Adam on Sewing Street, love. Yeah. Julie, my sister Julie Law's in. She's got a big birthday coming up soon as well. Good morning, says Shelley. How are you, Shelley? I need to go back and check the whole ponytail thing. Was it detachable? Did she make it at home? Yeah, because it was already over the, when they started, it was over her screen thing, wasn't it? But I did miss the bit where it said unisex. I didn't see the unisex bit at all. Right, hang on, what's it say? Wendy says, Wilmslo's 2 miles from me. Oh, very nice. I'm from Chester, you see. I missed the unisex memo too, says Melissa, but my nephew, loves unicorns, so he would have liked Vari's coat. Decisions like last night made me think they just do it for controversy, says Anne. Joe said it could have been so different if a different fabric. Yeah, it would have been. If he chose a decent fabric, and he'll be the first to admit that, but if he just tried to push the boundaries, didn't he? That's what he did. It's all about what happens each week. That's how all of these types of programs work. A bad week and you are out. Quite right too, says Sandra. I agree with you, John, about Damien. Thank you, Shelley. Like you, John, I heard that... I didn't hear... No, Juanita, I didn't hear the coat was unisex. Somebody's just told me. Karen says, I agree with you, John, on Damien's observation. It's definitely his nerves being masked by humour. No, definitely. It used to be a joke that the fire brigade was ex-directory. What, in Wilmslow, because it's so posh. No such thing anymore, is there? Not being controversial, but boys like uniforms and rainbows too. Not being controversial, Carol. Everyone's allowed to say what they feel. Jean and I just got back from the second jab. Oh, crikey, that's late. I had mine last week. Susie says, wonder if, although they measured a specific child, did they get the same child when they came to the catwalk? Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? Maybe not. He didn't have much up with his walking foot and the raincoat, did he? I wanted to give him a big hug. Adam didn't have a walking foot on. He had a Teflon foot on. Geraldine. Pam Minihani says, it's always been based on the final garment, so they have to stay on their toes. I'd prefer it if there was some more of a point system. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Pam Minihani. Kate Mother's in. Morning, John. I didn't think some of the coats looked long enough. Wouldn't keep the backsides dry. No, and you need it where you are, don't you? Oh, I got a message from Shu yesterday, Kate, by the way. Personal message between me and Kate. Shu was our editor, one of our editors when we worked at the... Kate used to be at This Morning, sometimes I was. Anne was in Hoopers about 8 years ago. Jackie said that lemon fabric was like the fabric we had on Sewing Street. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was a couple of weeks ago. I had my hip replaced 6 weeks ago in France, says Jackie. Taking each day as it comes and getting stronger by the day. Still have trouble sleeping. Oh, no. Good luck to the lady who's just had hers. Pollyann says, morning all. I agreed with the dog. Adam will be fine. Think back when Mark Francis went last year. Everyone was so sad because he was so good. But look at him now. His own pattern launch. Exactly. It depends what Adam wants to do, though. You see, he loves the cruises so much, doesn't he? He might want to carry on with that. Esme likes gimmicks. Who said that? Joan says that. Kath says, as a retired primary school teacher, that pony unicorn tail would have been a nightmare in the school playground. Yes, Kath, wouldn't it? Why does Facebook change their algorithm so much? They should be an easy way to reverse it. Oh, no, it's because they want us to pay for it, Karen. There's a new thing. Sarah, what's Sarah called with the hair and the flower on Create and Craft? You have to pay for it now. It's called streamers or something like that. You have to pay for it. Unisex was in the brief. I've just gone back and checked, says Anne. Was it unicorn? No. Was it unisex or for a boy or a girl, says Helen. No, they just checked. It was unisex. I suppose this day and age, you can't say that boys wear No, exactly. You can't say anything like that. We have to be gender fluid. Shelley's having a chilled pain. A chilled day because she's in a bit of pain. Sorry, I'm late. Gutted about Adam, says Anne-Marie. Adam will love this because Adam watches this and he'll love the fact that you all miss him. I think the unicorn is a health and safety nightmare. Can you imagine lots of kids playing with it? Oh, Karen, look at you. I thought the same about the length, says Helen. Teresa says, morning, John. Just made it. Teresa, how are you, my love? Raf didn't have a great week. No, I noticed because he went down, didn't he? Raf was... he was in the middle. 4th and 5th he came. And then his last one, I didn't like his coat. Vida says, more wording was, I'd like you to make a unisex race coat. No, I'll start again. Wording was, I'd like you to make a unisex raincoat because the weather sees no gender. That's what they said. Jesus, morning, John. Hope you're well. I love the children's makes last night. Shame Adam had to go. Derek says, I'm sure someone was using the Mark Francis dress. Yes, they were. They were. Somebody did use the Mark Francis. It's the blue one. Hang on. I'll tell you which one it was. Damien. Damien used it for his romper suit. I've also used that for a waistcoat. I think Adam would be great on his cruise doing the same class. Yes, wouldn't he? I don't know, but is he planning on... Because who knows what's going to happen with cruises and everything. Morning, John. Agree with the points idea, says Ellen. Kay says, morning all. I felt sorry for Adam. He didn't have a good time. No, he didn't. He knew he was going, didn't he? Finally here, says Sandra. Oh, my goodness, John. Nexium has changed my life. Oh, Princess, I'm glad. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Rebecca Harrison, you know Rebecca who worked with me and Dulcie at Angels all those years ago. And she's on Same Street now. Hi, John. Sad to see Adam go. I thought he would win. We'll miss seeing him. Oh, you see, and that's coming from a, top-notch dressmaker. Holston starts tomorrow. Oh, does it? On Netflix. There's a series on Netflix that Ewan McGregor's in. And it's all about Halston, the British, American fashion designer. I bet it's good. Does the unicorn coat come in an adult size? Well, yeah, you see, we'd all wear it, wouldn't we? Adam was robbed. I wonder if he's available for the cruise on the 30th of April. Oh, is that the cruise you're going on? It might not be the same company, though. Joe will miss Adam. He will indeed, Shelley. Adam, if you're watching, come and say hello to us all. We loved you on the beat. He watches, he listens. What it is he works on a Thursday and he listens in his car. He can't watch it, obviously. He listens in his car on the way home. So he'll be listening to this at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Stuart says, Damien is still my favourite. He has been from the beginning and even more so now, says Stuart. Oh, Stuart, controversial. That'll cause a few comments. Morning, John. I am 70 on Saturday and I broke my foot climbing over a stile 3 weeks ago. Luckily, I'm on the mend now, but still walking with a big foam boot. A Terry in Uckfield. Oh, Terry. Right. Oh, no, they go. Karen likes Damien as well. So, I've caught up. Right, so shall we go through the garments that they made? So, these will be back to front. Oh, I can't have thrown Adam away already. Oh, no, there he is. Adam, right? I know it's back to front. That's Facebook. So, his first one, with his romper suit, he did the mixture of fabrics, didn't he? You see, he tried to be adventurous this week, didn't he? He tried to do everything, pushing boundaries. If he'd stayed to say fabrics, I'm sure he'd still be there. I like Damien, but I don't think he'll win. No, I don't think he'll win either, Helen. So he made his romper suit. We're talking about Adam now. He made his romper suit in the different colours. He loved the lovely mermaid, but only came 4th. And then, of course, his boat coat went completely wrong, didn't it? So he went. Sorry, Adam. Right, then we went on to Damien. He's here somewhere. So Damien used Mark's dressing gown fabric. Do I know Adam? Yes, I chat to him, Gerardi. I don't know him beforehand, but he messaged me when it first started. So he used Mark's dressing gown fabric for his... Damien's saying it's not great, feel that he's a favourite of the judges. He won't make it to the final. Or he might make it to the final, but he won't win. Pam Miniharney says, how do you walk round Uckfield in a foam boot? It's so hilly. Problem with Adam was the poppers, yeah, and the fabric choices, sadly, Linda. I liked Adam's romper suit, says Cousin Susan. Oh, hang on. Nikki's going to miss him. I'm just carrying on with that. I thought Adam's romper suit was a lovely mix and different to everyone else's. Yeah, exactly. His fabric for the bottom half was a little bit thick, wasn't it? That's why I had issues with his poppers. Anyway, Damien, he used Mark's dressing gown fabric, but his channel wasn't done right with the elastic in the back. Was it? I don't understand. Oh, and Nexium is a pill that you can buy from Boots or from Tesco's, and it's for gastric reflux or GERD. That's what it's for. Margaret, is it available on prescription? No, you don't. Oh, no. Well, I'm sure you. I'll tell you what it is, Princess. I think it has a different name on prescription. Do you know what I mean? Like Nexium's the name in the supermarket. If you went to I think it's like something like Omniprazole or something like that. Carol says, thought unicorn tail would be awful when wet. Exactly, I haven't got to that one yet. Tracer, you are just up the road from me, says Hannah. You're having a lovely birthday, a lovely Pete birthday. Right, so then Damien, he went on to his multicoloured, oh no, his dress came bottom, didn't it? And then his shower curtain coat was inspired, I thought, but not brilliantly so. Jackie says, morning, John. I'm surprised every week by Who Goes Home. Yeah, same, but, oh yeah, omeprazole is on prescription, it's called. The best ever surgeon is Dr. Mike. He did a major abdominal surgery. This is my brother she's talking about. Who's this? Jan. He did major abdominal surgery on me last August, and he's changed my life. I loved him being on your show. It's like it's like being with a friend. Oh, that's what all his patients say that. Right. Susan says, oh, there you go. You're all talking about, thank you. Damien just doesn't read the instructions, or if he does, he just doesn't follow them. Patricia says, morning, John from sunny St. Ives. It's a shame he went, but the coat was not nice. No, it wasn't. Adam's romper suit was nice, but the fabric choices let him down. Right, people still talking about Nexium. I'll let you carry on chatting about that. So we'll now move on to Farry. Oh, there she is. I know it's back to front. Damien's shower curtain idea was inspired. It was very brave because it could have gone horribly wrong, couldn't it? Right, so Farry, she did African wax romper suit, which was lovely. I feel the transformations were good. Yes, yeah. Either good or questionable, nothing in between. Then she did the Silver Nymph costume. Oh, no, it wasn't a Silver Nymph. It was Baby Shark, wasn't it? Baby Shark! What are you saying sorry for, Princess? What did I say? Anyway, not to worry. There's Farry. Then she obviously did the unicorn coat and came first. Then we moved on to Andrew. Now, Andrew had a good week this week. Geraldine loved Adam's romper suit and his mermaid. I know, that's why I don't understand. Andrew. Oh, look, Claire's applied for the next series. Thought this week's transformation was better. I know, exactly, because that would be one that you'd actually do, isn't it? So Andrew had a better week this week. Mind you, he did come 7th, which is second to last in his romper suit. I think Ralph is really under the radar this week. No, I thought that as well. Yeah, the Baby Shark was rubbish, wasn't it, Sue? Then he did the crab costume, which came top, which I agreed with. But then he did the reversible coat, which was brilliant, but it didn't fit. It just didn't fit, did it? I've printed the PDF pattern for the romper suit. I'm hoping the ladies will make it to our next sewing class. Oh, fantastic. Helen's filling in the form for the Great British Sewing Bee next year. The crab dress-up costume is brilliant, says Lisa. Stacey said Andrew's coat was it was a little bit short and everything, wasn't it? It was cute, though. It was very cute. Anyway, that was Andrew, who was saved this week, because I thought he was up. He could have been up for eviction this week, couldn't he? So that was Andrew. The thing is, again, if he has a bad week next week, he'll be out. Why do they ram the fabric through the machines? I know. Use the right foot and let the machine do the work. I don't think they're given lessons in it, because not everybody understood about the walking foot, did they, CJ? He still took. Oh, Carol liked the jellyfish costume too. Wasn't that Serena's, the jellyfish? Put me down for a grown-up size. What's that one? For the romper suit, says Hannah. Karen says Damien's coat reminded me of the raincoats I used to wear as a kid. Yep. Me too. Good luck, Claire, says other Claire. Oh, hang on. What's this on the Sewing Bee website? Oh, yeah, the Sewing Bee website has got the PDF pattern for the romper suit. Susan says it was far too short. You talked about it. Glad you agree it didn't fit, but they didn't say anything about it. No, they didn't, did they, Leanne? Joan says transformation was better this week because making a child's costume is something we actually might do. I agree, Joan. I'm not fussy on Andrew's sewing or his fabric choice. Oh, Geraldine, get back in your box. Or is it get back in the drawer, Mrs. Knife? No, what's that saying? Ooh, get back in your knife drawer, Mrs. Sharp, or something like that. I agree most of the coats were too small and too short. Jacqueline said, I wish the judges would take all makes into consideration. Damien is very entertaining, quite infuriating by not reading the pattern and winging it. Sam says, I think Adina might be next to go. I think Adina's next on my list. No, Rebecca's next on my list. Rebecca's next. Rebecca didn't look very well again, did she? I think, Marie says, I thought the transformation worked better. Helen said, Raph had made adult rompers. He made 2 years ago. Oh, yes, Helen. Well spotted. Well spotted, because he said he only started sewing at the beginning of lockdown. And it may feel like 2 years, but it was only a year ago. Oh, yeah. Sorry, John, can't join you today. I'll catch up later. That's fine, Shirley. Don't you worry. Stuart said, yeah, he used to wear jelly sandals as well. Elise said, and who was it put the pin through the overlocker? Oh, that was Damien, I think, wasn't it? Wasn't that Damien? Anyway, Serena, morning. Jan says, morning, John, no, a bit late. Lisa said it was Damien. It was indeed. Karen's coat used to come from Woolies. God, do you remember Woolies? Ian says, it makes me wince when I see them using a rotary cutter so close to their fingers. I know. Whilst talking as well, Ian. They're chatting and they're going like that, aren't they? June says, I guess they're selecting the show on their personalities, not just their sewing skills. Oh, yes, of course they are, June. They've got to make a TV programme out, haven't they? Oh, hang on. I like Serena. I'll come to Serena in a minute, Shelley. It would be great to have a break from the kids. It would be great to have a break from the kids if I do get on. Well, except next year, Claire, they won't be living in, will they? They'll come home each week. Because when Mark did it, they came home each week. This week is they're only away because they've got to live in the house, haven't they? He's still going on about Nexium. Yeah, sneaky Lintuit. I've missed that one. Raph made them in 2018, so he didn't start sewing a year ago. Well spotted, everyone. Well spotted. Hannah said it does me, especially when they use it backwards. Oh, I know. Rotary cutters we're talking about now. Jan says, is it a free pattern? If not, you'll need to buy the pattern each. I think they've only put that on. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't looked, Jan. You'll need to go to the Sewing Bee website. Rebecca's octopus was good. Oh, was her? Yes, her octopus was good. Hubby just rang. Rude. I've downloaded the romper pattern. Now, there you go. I've downloaded the romper pattern off the Great British Sewing Bee website, so it must be free. Roxana said, why do you have trouble gathering fabric? I know. 2 rows of stick. I know. Yes, the pattern's free. Yes, the pattern is free, Jan. I think they all do great given the pressure. I can sew, but will go to pieces under all the pressure. Love from Chester. Hello, Sue. Kay said, I miss what the theme will be next week on Sewing Bee. Well, they did say, didn't they? I didn't know. I didn't watch it. I love the Ladybird clothing from Woolies for my girls. I'm still going on about Nexium. Lisa Taylor says, I can't bear to watch. Oh, when they're using rotary cutters. Sandra says, was it Adina that had her fingers right in front of the rotary cutter? Yes, it was. And so did one of the boys as well. Janice says, can you hold up the panels on the other side? Oh, as the comments don't show up. Well, oh, what if I do that? There you go. Like that. I thought the lemons were upside down, not practical for a toddler. Pattern is free. Hannah, Adina did that, cutting towards her fingers. Gerardine says, I like Andrew in his shirts. I don't mean to be offensive towards him. I'm sorry if I've upset anyone. No, Gerardine, you haven't upset anyone at all. We're all allowed to say what we think. The pattern is free on the website. It's a free pattern. Why, John, do you think we'll be back to normal later in the year when it will be filmed? Well, if things like Festival of Quilts happening, yeah, I'm sure they will be. When is it filmed? It's filmed in sort of September, October time, isn't it? So, yeah, I would have thought so. My order from Sewing Street just came through the door. Oh, that's good. It's recycling next week, is it? Recycling. What do they call it? Reuse, recycle, and something or other. At least rotary cutters they're using are the new Prim ones, which seem to have a safety cover on, but it does make me cringe when they misuse them. Oh, there you go. There's Alison Marion's in, everybody. Alison Marion's in the house. Hope you're well this morning, my lovely. Tailored waistcoat next week. Oh, but they must be making it from some upcycling, must they? I like the jellyfish crushing the octopus from Serena and Rebecca. It's reduce, reuse, and recycle next week, says Lisa. Recycling next week. Wait till they cut the top of the finger off. Yeah, they'll soon know, won't they? Upcycling. I will say it's upcycling. Sandra LeBart. Hello, Sandra. How are you, my lovely? She's in Australia. Can't wait for next week, says Princess. Next week's recycling. Your favourite, John, recycling. I hate recycling. Stace says there are 3 free patterns: romper, child skirt, and the smock dress. So they must just be doing children's patterns for free. Okay, so we've finished with Rebecca, haven't we? So she did on this side. She did the dinosaur fabric. Then she did the octopus. So she came second and third, and then her rain cloud one was quite nice, well, wasn't it? So she actually had a good week, Rebecca. Then we went on to Adina. Now, I really do think Adina should have gone. No, Sandra, there was nothing wrong with my iPad. It's back to front. It's Facebook have taken away the facility to turn things round. Oh, excuse me. I need to take talking so fast. Facebook have taken away the facility to turn the page round, so there was nothing wrong with it anyway. Right, okay, so let's see. Adina, she came 8th, and then she came 6th, and then, I mean, I don't know how she didn't go. I don't know how she didn't go. She had that funny old flap in the front on her thing. She was the only one that made the big mistake on the romper suit, wasn't she? Then they couldn't guess what she'd made in the transformation scene. So very strange that she's still there. I think she's definitely up for eviction next week. Definitely up for eviction next week. Then we went on to Raf, who I think had a very quiet week this week. Excuse me. Okay. The pattern placement. You were talking about the dinosaurs. Pattern placement on the dinosaurs now. Okay, so this is Raf, right? Very quiet this week, wasn't he? Didn't show much of him at all. He did the African wax fabric. Now, his placement of cutting is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The way he cuts his pattern. There you go. I think Adina should have gone. Adina should have gone. They should do a cumulative point system. Adina should have gone. Yeah, see, everyone agrees with me. Anyway, move on to Raf now. So his cutting on his romper suit was lovely. Then his mermaid's dress, they didn't really like his mermaid dress, didn't they? And then he did the French/Guatemalan colour scheme. Excuse me, I don't think a child would have understood that, would they? They just want bright colours, don't they? I wonder if the transformation will be using the offcuts from previous weeks, like last year. Oh, is that what they did last year? Adina appears to struggle with all the challenges, doesn't she? Anyway, we're still talking about Adina. I agree that Adina should have gone. I'm waiting for a FaceTime call with my granddaughter in Melbourne, so I may have to go. Oh, don't worry, Karen, at all. Don't worry. I really thought Adina would go. I think she did too. Right, back onto Raf now. So he was very quiet. It was strange, wasn't it? Very strange. Anyway, so what did Raf make? So the African wax show, we talked about that. Then the mermaid dress, not very exciting, and the French Guatemalan. So, oh, hang on. Catherine, I don't really like the transformation challenge or recycling week. I think Adina should have gone. How is she still there? Susan says the editing was not balanced this week. Raf seems to have had a bad week. Maybe he didn't do anything. Maybe just sat quietly in the corner making. That flip around facility hasn't been around for long. I think Adina, that flip around facility hadn't been around for long. No, Dan, I know they've taken it away now. I think Adina should go. Maureen says, hello from Israel. Are you all right? Maureen, are you all right? Must be horrible out there. You might be able to get Adina on Sewing Street. She's a local girl. Yeah, but is her sewing good enough, Claire? Because obviously you don't want them just because they're celebrities. You want ones who are good to sewing as well. Serena. Okay, hang on. Serena's just not practical. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. They criticised the white boat fabric, but then hers was white as well. And they didn't say, yeah, but they might have said it, but it might not have made it to the edit because there must be so many things we don't hear. Thought it looked like reusing jeans on the lot. Oh, yeah, okay. June says Raf has definitely got more experience than he's told us. I know. He dropped himself in it this week, didn't he? Love the little free romper pattern, says Maureen. Yeah, have you downloaded it yet, Maureen? Gerardine said, I think Raf is a dark horse. Wrong way. I think Raf is a dark horse. He just gets on with it. His stitch in the ditch was fabulous. Yes, but Gerardine, has he shot himself in the foot by saying that he made those romper suits in 2018, where at the beginning of the series, he only said he started sewing 1 year ago. I think Adina should have gone. I agree, Jackie. At least Raf's coat was unisex. Indeed, it was, Marie. Maureen says it's horrible. Oh, yes, because she's in there. Children's wear obviously wasn't the strength of Raf, no. But better for seeing and listening. Oh, Maureen's feeling better for seeing us all. Do you think it's in the editing and positioning each week that they don't want the winner to be too obvious? Yeah, I think so, Sue, maybe. I find stitching the ditch really hard to do as well. I avoid it in quilting, as I can't stand it when you miss the ditch. Yeah, exactly. Raf clearly has skills. John, you should be a judge. Exactly, June. Adina, I don't think her sewing's good enough to be on Sewing Street. There you go. I sort of agree. I used to love putting my baby's toddlers in light-coloured things. It always needs washing after one wear anyway, says Jackie. Excuse me. It didn't bother me at all. It didn't bother me at all that they'd use white. Because babies look lovely in white. Like in Serena's, the baby would look lovely, wouldn't it? Exactly. Right, so that was Raf. And then we've only got Serena to talk about now. So she came first in. Oh, hang on. Morning, John. Everyone says Heather just got in. Been out partying, Heather? Oh, hang on. I've lost my message now. Just got in. Never missed much. Yeah, about 40 minutes. 47 minutes, in fact. Claire says, maybe he meant he hadn't started saying properly till a year ago. No, he definitely said he hadn't started till a year ago. Diane says, hello, lovely. Why do they not let the public vote? They can't because it's not live. They filmed it all last year, didn't they? So by the time we're there, you know what I mean? They couldn't do it like that. Imagine if it was a live show. That'd be even more frightening. Surely they've got to stitch in the ditch foot. Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? They have to edit to make the viewer to keep watching. Lots of manipulation, says Stuart, because he's an expert on the editing thing. Ian says, I cheat and use the stitch in the ditch foot. That's not cheating, Ian. That's sensible. Winning raincoat was totally impractical. Supposed to be for wet weather. So why have that long tail on it? Okay, for a day wear, but wet straggly ponytail. Ugh, says Patricia. I certainly can't afford to lose any hair. Mine is so... Oh, no, hang on. We've got still talking about Nexium. I've got to stitch in the ditch foot on my brother machine. Yeah, there you go, Lynn. So, Stuart, maybe you should use your stitching ditch foot. Geraldine says, Jane Alker says to sew just outside the ditch if quilting, because doing it in the ditch is hard. So I do as I'm told by Jane Alcock, and I don't blame you at all. The garment of the week was nice, but I doubt many boys would wear it. Exactly, Jam. The public vote would be such fun. I like Serena. She's a very clever girl. No, she is. Karen, I do not disagree with that at all. She's a brilliant sewer. No, Karen, you've summed it up. She's very clever. She's very lovely. She sews beautifully. But is she a winner? Is she a winner? Oh, Stuart, how did I not know about stitching the ditch foot? Come on. Kate says, Raf said his pride rompers didn't bear close inspection as they didn't have poppers. Oh, I wonder. She told us yesterday. Who did? Jane? Were you watching Jane yesterday? I agree, Jackie. White only shows the dirt. The dirt is there anyway. Oh, Tyne says I couldn't find you earlier. Serena's work is excellent, says Cousin Susan. It is indeed. Are they using their own sewing machines? No, they're not using their own sewing. They've all got the same sewing machine, all got the same feet and everything. Serena made exactly what I'd imagined this week's. What I imagined in this week's waste of time. Ooh. My Elna 680. I've got that. Juna's got a stitch in the ditch. Debbie says, unless they quilt, they may not know what a stitch in the ditch foot is, I suppose. No. But you see, normally is Jane from Elna's there taking them through everything. So, I mean, I know Jane from Elna wasn't there, but you'd think there'd be some sewing producer there to help, wouldn't you? So, also, what do we think of Esme's dress? Did we like Esme's dress? Her paint-spattered dress? And Patrick looked a lot better this week, didn't he, as well? His suit, that jacket suited him better than that black thing he wore last week. What do you think? What do you think, eh? Esme's dress? I use a zipper foot to stitch in the ditch. I used to, Susan, until I got a stitch in the ditch foot. But it's, same thing, isn't it? Just exact the precision. What brands they use this year? I'm sure it's all been hidden. I think it's still Elna and Janome, isn't it, this year? But you can't see. You can't see on the machine. Sandra's just gone awful. I don't know what she's talking to. Was Adam using a different foot for his raincoat? Yes, he had a Teflon foot on. For his raincoat. Sandra liked Esme's dress. Pam Minihani loved Esme's dress. Just shows what the delay is on here, isn't it? Patrick looked good. Yes, he did, didn't he, Linda? Geraldine said, Jane has always said that Karen since her sewing quarter days. Exactly. I loved Esme's dress, says Sassy. Karen says, I hated Esme's dress. How funny. That's Karen. Teflon foot. There you go. That's what I said. Yeah, Teflon foot. How funny that we can all see the same thing. And now it's for the eyes. Lots of people liked Esme's dress. Esme's necklace looked a bit like mini eggs. Made me very upset that I didn't have anything to snack on. Weren't you supposed to be doing an exercise class? Teflon foot. He had an SID foot. I had an stitch in the ditch foot on my brother, bought in 1978. Patrick explained about his jacket on Facebook yesterday. What did he say? I didn't like Esme's necklace. It was very distracting. I found it a bit distracting. No. Didn't like Esme's dress. It looked like a sack, says Wendy. Serena reminds me of Claire, the winner last year. Quite quiet and gets on with the task. And sews beautifully, yeah. I'm sure I read it's the Elna 720. The Elna 720 is a flatbed, Jackie. It hasn't got a free arm. There's not got a free arm. I can't help wonder what size shoes Esme wears. I'm little like her and only wears size 1. I love my 680, says Roxana. Patrick looked better than last week, not the stupid jacket that didn't fit correctly, and Esme looked a mess. I loved Esme's dress, loved the shape of it too. I didn't even notice Esme's dress. That's how nondescript it was. It was grey, but had paint splatters on it. I never noticed what the judges are wearing, except for suit and dress. Not keen on Esme's dress or Patrick's style, says Cousin Susan. I've just become a granny and look forward to making outfits for my new granddaughter, says Jackie with an eye. She looked a mess, says Jane. I don't really notice Patrick in Esme's clothes, says Jan. I loved Esme's bottle necklace last week. I'd have filled them with coloured gin. They'd had sanitizer in them. I don't think you should be drinking out of them. I must get a stitch in the ditch foot, says Diane. Stuart says, I wonder what the reason is. Perhaps he didn't practice or practice with the foot. I don't know. We'll ask him later. What's a Teflon foot? I saw the thread all wrapped up and it came off. It's a Teflon foot. It's like it helps things slide underneath. It's fabrics that are going to be sticky and not go through your foot. It helps them slide underneath. Oh yeah, what did Patrick say about his jacket? I want to know what Patrick said about his jacket. Esme looked funky like she does every week, says Shelley. Patrick's suit fits in for the first time, says Joan. Says Esme has style most of the time. Her dress was okay, but didn't do much for her, and the grey tights didn't help. Karen says I could gaze at Patrick all day long. I want to know what he said on the Facebook Live. Oh yeah, non-stick. That's where the Teflon is on. Joe had the same rainbow jacket on last year, I think. Oh, did he? I didn't notice. I only notice what Joe's wearing if it's something like that horrible bronze sequin t-shirt. Yeah. June says I love Esme's quirky fashion. I've got Janome, but I really, really like Gary's Dukey this week. Oh, they're sold out. We're sold out. I'm sure we'll get some more in. Lots of people saying congratulations. Hang on, let's see. So nobody's going to tell us what Patrick said about his jacket. Oh, it's the Elna 725. The Elna 725 they're using. Because the 720 is a flatbed. Depending on your sewing machine, a little piece of Scotch tape, carefully cut, can work wonders. Right, Maureen's got to go. I've got to go as well, Maureen. Look at the time. It's nearly 11 o'clock. Oh, by the way, I'll be announcing on Sunday, on my Facebook Live on Sunday, I'll be announcing who's won the lamp. There were loads and loads and loads of people entered for the competition. Alison, morning, John. Do you think the Elna 680 Plus is good or equal to the Dukey on the recent show? I've got the Elna, but I think it does more than that Dukey that was on the show this week. But that Dukey that was on the show this week was fabulous. And a really good price. $899, a really, really good price. Oops, I'm a bit late, says Jill. I know, we're just going, Jill. We're just finishing. I'm going to have to go and try and find what Patrick... Oh, here you go. Apparently made a comment about his jacket on the week before the show's Instagram. I will have a look and see myself. Yeah, it's funny that nobody's come back on that one. Right, okay, I better go. I better let you get on with your day. So, I'm on Sewing Street. Oh, it was about being unstructured and lightweight and designed to be that way. Well, I said that, but it just didn't work, did it? Didn't work at all. He obviously had lots and lots of comments about it. So I'm on Sewing Street on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, Jean's off to the shop. Shirley says Patrick will always look smart. That when you show his trousers, they've always had a row with his shoes. Yeah, it spoils the effect for me. Hannah Bradley Cohen says, love you, John. Have a lovely day with your husband, Pete. I love my Elna 680. I use it every day, says Jackie. Sorry, I've got to go to the podiatrist over my poor toes, says Gerardine. We're all going now, Gerardine, don't worry. Too much, Joe. Not enough sewing, says Pat. Have a good day. That's what they say about me on Sewing Street. Have a good day, John. See you on Sewing Street. Yeah, Sewing Street, Saturday and Sunday. And then here, Sunday afternoon. And when was the Dukey on? Not yesterday, the day before. The day before. Do I need to start making mango chutney? I love mango chutney. Bye, John. Enjoy your days off. Relax a bit. I will indeed. Thank you. I was going to say something. Anyway, Sewing Street, Saturday and Sunday. See you here on Sunday. Yeah, exactly, Anne. Take care, says Shirley. And you, Shirley Mail, my lovely. Bye, says Anne. Bye, everyone. Yeah, Thursday afternoon, 4 o'clock, I'll announce who's won that lovely lamp. Stuart says, great chat. Love discussing it all. We're a bit like football pundits. Hardly. That's Pete. Yeah, I said Pete. Oh, it's Pete talking. Is it Pete talking? Oh, is he having a lovely birthday? What you can do, you celebrate it. It's my next door neighbour's 80th birthday as well. Right, I better go. Thanks for your company. I shall see you Saturday, Sunday, Sewing Street, Sunday here, and we'll have a lovely week. Who have you got on with you, John? Oh, I've got Victoria Carrington on Saturday and Emma Bradford on Sunday. I'll see you at the weekend, Jan. Great chat, says Karen. See you Sunday. Melissa says bye. See you next time. Yeah, take care, everybody. Have a lovely day. Bye, says Linda Susan. It was Linda Susan's birthday yesterday. Right, Deborah says bye all. Right, I'm going to press the button now. I'll take care of yourself. Bye, Wendy. She's waved to everyone. See you later. Take care. Bye.